And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Doi Porras. What's up, brother?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. Finally, for the longest time, it's all FB, it's all social media, and now I have you.
Oh, pleasure.
I'll take advantage of this time.
Salamat.
Now, what I want people to know is, when did this image of yours begin?
Image. Okay.
I mean,
great question.
because it's more of like a lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle. You can't just be this whenever you feel like it. You have to breathe it and live it, diba? So when did it start in you?
Yeah, I think it would be called an identity, no? I probably, to add on to what you mentioned, I think when I was younger, I was very heavily influenced. I grew up in the 80s, so I was influenced with a lot of the bands that came out that time.
Where specifically who?
The Cure. The Cure was a big
Robert
one.
Smith, huh?
Yeah, it was weird. I saw him in a video called what was that? Caterpillar. You know, my brother was still alive. Alex. I don't. Maybe you know Alex. You guys probably knew each other.
Yeah.
You're almost at the same time, same circle.
Caterpillar girl, oh?
Yeah. He brought in
Caterpillar.
he brought in a tape, and I saw Robert Smith. I was like, oh, I wasn't so sure kung I liked the guy, or I was repulsed by him, or I was attracted, but then I wasn't. You know, that kind of.
When you say the word attracted, what does that mean?
I like the bright.
More intrigued, kind of attracted, intrigued, or attracted crush, attracted.
No, more of like a. It was a colorful, strange attraction, which is
non-sexual.
Non-sexual.
Yeah.
I was a kid though, so.
How old were you, if you don't mind?
I was probably like 10, 11.
Alam ba tinatanong ko? So, kasabay ng The Cure halos. Nauna ang The Cure, pero tapos na lumabas ang Culture Club ng 1984. Okay?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I mean, I always tell this story. Dala-dala ko yung album ng Culture Club, yung unang album ng Culture Club. I was about 12 or 13, puberty, di ba? Dala-dala ko yung album, papunta ako sa banyo. Sabi talaga ng tatay ko, hoy, saan ka pupunta? Punta akong banyo. So, ba't dala-dala mo yung album ng Culture Club? Babasahin ko lang yung liner notes. Sabi ng daddy ko, just to let you know, anak, lalaki yan, ha? kung ano man ang iniisip mo, huwag mong gagawin. Alam mo, it never, and then as I grew older, that's when I understood what my dad said.
Right.
Na, kasi I was hitting puberty at the time eh. It's like, oh, this was what my dad meant. Pero it was so pure to me at that time. And then it was when I was 14, 15 when I started laughing. So that's why I asked, when you saw Robert Smith, what kind of attraction did you?
I don't blame you. Boy George is a very attractive looking human
Diba?
being. So yeah. So whatever floats your boat, right?
Oh my goodness. So okay, so you were 10. You saw the album. You saw the album, or you saw the video of Caterpillar?
The video. I was probably younger than 10, maybe
my
like
God.
7-ish, 8-ish.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm way younger than you.
Yeah. Salbahe to.
with all respect, with all love and respect, Paco.
Okay, Toy. Okay. Tapos, so you saw that. This is very interesting because, you know what, I'm a fan of The Cure. Big time. Like, that was my childhood. So you saw that. You saw Caterpillar. And then what happened?
Oh, well, I walked in the room, and yung brother ko, si Alex, he was watching with his friends, and he was a fashion designer, by the way. So then I saw it, and I saw a couple of bands along with The Cure, and there was like the Smiths, and you had all these other cool bands,
Sushi.
Sushi bands. Yeah. So, Sisters of Mercy and all these.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
It kind of, as a kid, and you see these things visually and you hear the music, it was a bit strange, but then again, I kind of already knew what I wanted to be, So I felt for it, I guess, the music. I felt for it, the look, the music, the atmosphere, if you may. Yeah.
So what happened when you hit puberty?
Oh, then there was another band which came out locally, The Dawn. So, Envelope Ideas came out, and then
Yun, medyo teenager ka na nun.
No. I was
Bastos
still a kid.
talaga. Okay.
Diba?
And then,
You okay?
yes, 6 minutes pa lang tayo, ha?
Octagon eh.
Okay,
Octagon.
go.
Oh.
So the Dawn came out, and then what?
So the Dawn came out, and I liked the music and Dope Ideas. I heard that, and the Dawn was then I saw the visuals and stuff. So the Dawn was also instrumental on me getting into music.
Right.
And yeah.
Now, when you say getting into music, prior to you picking up an instrument or prior to you really involving yourself in music, you were already immersing yourself in it na di ba? Nakikinig ka na talaga eh.
Yeah, I felt. Yeah.
And then, when did you say, I want to do music? And when you said that, did you have any inclination that you were going to sing or play the drums or play the guitars? What came into mind?
Actually, not yet. But my mom, she's a classical pianist. That's why. So I was blessed, to wake up every morning and hear her play
Right.
classical all the time. So parang yun yung kinalakihan ko. So after which, what do you call this? Na influence na and. Because of that and these bands in the 80s that were coming out, the British Invasion, if you may, there's probably the
New Romantics.
the New Romantics, all these things, punk music, punk rock, Ramones, stuff like that, and that influenced a lot. And then my sister, she was going to school in Saint Scholastica's, and they had the cheering thing going on. And then I saw a drum set. I'm actually I'm not a singer. I'm a drummer.
Okay.
I'm really not a singer. I'm actually a drummer.
I love it.
Yeah. 3 drummers.
Okay.
Right. So I saw the cheering thing and their drummer playing, and I fell in love with it.
Wait, your sister was in high school, college when this was
She
happening?
was already. I had 2 sisters. I have 2 sisters.
Saint Scholastica Taft, right?
No, we originally are from Bacolod.
Okay.
Originally.
Wow.
Then I got banished to Manila.
Okay.
And because when I was a teenager, I got a bit, how would I say, I misbehaved a lot. I got expelled from a lot of the schools there, no? Ayaw na, daddy.
Manila.
Medyo a headache. I have family there then. So I didn't really want to go. Because
Right. Of course.
So, relax lang, So, then I did go there. So, pero my sisters, they finished in Saint Scholastica Bacolod, tapos St. Paul's na.
St. Paul's,
Manila.
Manila.
Yeah, nung college sila. Tapos, so yun, they were one was in high school, and the other I think was already in the States. My eldest sister Jocelyn. So, yeah, so JB, my sister who looks like my twin. I always called her my twin. She's older than me actually. So so then I fell in love with the drums, and when they would go na mag-break sila, I'd come down and
you'd play with
as a kid I was like, oh, that was everything to me, man. So I really had a good time. It was I really enjoyed it,
So
Sarap.
now, when did you embrace your identity, and when did this become a lifestyle? Later on pa yon, or may journey pa yon, or
I think unconsciously lang siguro nangyari, no? Because of the music eh. So I kept listening to it's really the music thing.
Right.
I didn't know what it really was called. I didn't really care, I mean, the genres, if you may,
Yes.
like today. Just listening to a lot of like a lot of 80s and the goth and what they would call the new wave, the post-punk and punk music all mixed in there. And my parents had a nice place back in Bacolod, but no one was always around at home.
Right.
So there would be the rain. So a lot of the atmosphere in that place contributed to like my feel to the music. So when you have the rain and then it's quite dark, too many shadows, and you have that music playing in the background,
Yes.
and then you fall in love with that kind of stuff. And then when I was growing older, I started getting into music, jamming, just watching people. I had a cousin, he was playing in like a new wave band, if you may, and they were pretty good. And he would just bring me their jamming sessions. I was like that kid just watching. Hey, can I play the drums? Can you teach me this?
So in other words,
Yeah.
pag take 5, that's when you'd come and play, and then would they let you sit in and play songs with them? No.
Not really, they were like, I was just like that kid that they, because I was a cousin of, their bandmates. So they're sige,
Ikaw muna. Yeah.
So they're kind enough. And that was like slow steps. And then when I moved down to Manila, then I started getting hard into the band thing and, meeting people and, yeah. And that's it. That's how I got into music, yeah.
So when you got into music, who formed the band?
I was doing some bands back home. And
When you
then-
say doing some bands, that you were playing for these bands back in Bacolod?
No, just jamming, just showing up,
yeah,
hang
yeah.
out with
Okay.
friends and all that. But I was very like, in love with it. So when I got banished from there, I got expelled. I went to school down there. Anyways, a lot of crazy stuff. Anyways, I was sent. My dad said, time to go. I'm like, I gotta go. So I landed back in Manila with my mom and my family over down there, and I went back to school. Actually, I got expelled from school, and I had to wait. I had to get an acceleration exam because they expelled me from school.
Wow.
I got involved with like some, kids. and-
Which school was this?
LaSalle.
Oh.
I got, and then they put me in like a reform school called St. Joseph. I had a great time and all that.
Right.
But again, you're young and stupid. I did some things that wasn't really fun and got me into a lot of trouble. Cops were involved and whatever. So I said, hey, I gotta go. So yeah, so then I just went down to Manila, and then I met a new set of friends. Still, but I had the music. I was quite lonely because when you started out there and you were like,
Right.
like what, 15, 16.
Yeah.
And then you have nobody, and you only have the music. And many times that has helped me also over life and this journey called life.
Right.
And I met some people. I said, look, I'd like to put up a band. I think it's cool to do music instead of, getting into
Drugs
problems. And so I took the music way, which I'm very glad.
Did the music give you problems?
No, it saved me actually.
Now, when you say goth, what are the colors inside of you?
When you say colors, what do you exactly
Like
mean?
colors, like me, ang colors ko are, I hate dark.
Right.
Ironically, ang Paco's place is madilim, but it's for practical reasons. But me and Ira Cruz was my bandmate. Yung mga yan, lahat sila, they want dark colors.
Right.
Ako palagi si red, ako palagi si pink.
Right.
Those are my colors. Those are more vibrant. Yeah, that's me. And I guess it's my personality also. So
Right.
the reason why I ask is because Jonathan Buencamino's wife, and even Jonathan Buencamino, ang colors nila are dark.
Right.
I'm not saying black,
Right.
pero ang color nila is earthy, dark. Ang bahay nila is the same thing. Like one lamp would be enough.
They like the shadows.
Me, I mean, if I could kill the shadows, I would kill the shadows. It has to be bright. My house has to be bright kahit magbayad ako ng electricity. So I'm just curious because if this is an identity, then you breathe and live it, right? It's not something that you hang on the wall at the end of the day. Tama ba, Mali?
Like a costume, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really give like, hey, this is goth and that's not goth. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, like, it's just the way, I guess, I am. I guess I don't know how else to be. So,
Yun, yeah. Oh my God, ang ganda na sinabi mo.
Oh, okay.
You don't know how...
I was like,
Hindi kasi diba, you don't know how else to be, which means this is you, right? It's
right.
you.
I mean, yeah. So it's kind of difficult to it's
Yeah.
kind of difficult to be something you're not. I guess.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yes. But
I actually like bright colors too. I honestly, and since you brought it up, it's not like I put a candle in the corner and stuff like that, bro. I mean, like, I'm just, that's why I'm trying to process,
Exactly,
the question. It's, I hope
Kasi-
I answered it.
Yes.
properly.
Pretty much. Kasi even my wife's
Right.
mom, when we go to their house, it's always a lamp. So ang palagi ko niloloko nga ang biyanan ko, nagtitipid po ba kayo ng kuryente? And her answer is, hindi, ito lang ang gusto ko. This is me. So I'm like, and that's what gets to me and all that stuff. Like other people love Halloween.
Right.
I like Christmas.
Yeah.
Kasi mas makuha
bright. Yeah,
yun.
yeah.
And all that, di ba? So, this being said, and then when you mentioned that the rain, the being alone and all that stuff, they add to that. They add to the personality. Pero were you a loner ba growing up? No.
I think I didn't fit in very well. And that's why I think maybe right now at this point in time we would call that rebellion probably. I didn't even know what the hell was rebellion. My parents were great, man.
Yeah.
I had the best folks, man. Seriously, mabait. wala akong masabi. Actually, when I look back, I kind of feel ashamed. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, oh, sorry. No, like, oh,
Nabore
God.
ka lang, parang.
No, I feel horrible, Like, I think about these things, I'm like, damn, dude. My family's awesome. My dad, my mom.
And you're married.
Everything.
You're married.
Yes, I am.
You have
Beautiful
kids.
woman. Yes, three boys. Blessed with 3 boys and
How old are they?
a lovely, beautiful wife. What can I ask?
How do you meet? What's the name of your wife?
Liz.
Liz.
Yeah, Lisa.
Kala mo naman di ko alam no?
Oh, yeah.
Siyempre for podcast
Lisa Jordan.
sakes,
Shout out.
Shout out.
Love
We'll
you,
see you
baby.
soon. So how do you guys meet?
Oh yeah.
Be closer to the mic.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. What happened was when I was in college, I graduated
Wait,
from high school.
saan ka nag-college?
Oh my God, that's a great question, Paco.
Campus
Okay.
tour ba to?
Medyo makulit ako eh.
So campus tour.
Campus tour ako. Ayun na.
Okay,
so,
go.
this is kind of funny what I'm about to say, Pero it's kind of stupid.
Say
It shows how
anything.
stupid I am too.
By the way, before we continue, the reason why I ask all these questions is not really for both of us, but for people listening, di ba? May
Right,
mga, like we have parents listening and they could say, oh my God, that's my son. Or we have kids listening and they could relate and actually say, oh my God, that's me right now.
Right,
So at
right.
least they know where they are by what we're doing, and then they could actually gauge themselves if they are in the direction they want to be to get the outcome that they want to achieve, di ba?
Right, yeah.
Because I remember Tony Robbins actually saying, if you want that type of girl, ask the guy she's with how he got the girl and then do what he did, you'll get the same girl. Pretty much, or something like that, di ba? Okay, going back to your campus tour. So,
Oh yeah. So when I got out of high school, I had a band already called Outcry, and we were jamming a lot and all this and that. Unfortunately, our guitarist he got killed. So these are the bands that built up into Dominion. So itong mga bands are like 2 bands actually, which were instrumental in Dominion becoming Dominion, and me playing in that band
Right.
and,
Got
and
killed.
making no money. So
Gano'n naman sa Pinas eh. Wait, got killed away or got killed murder?
yeah.
Got, Ow.
He got killed in a street fight.
fudge.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
God.
very, very, very sad. He was young, 17.
Wow.
Yeah, 17.
Sorry to hear that. So,
sucks.
okay, so that happened, and then
Yeah,
how'd
yeah.
you feel?
I felt horrible. It was a horrible feeling because before na nangyari yan na he passed on to the next life, nakita pa nga kami. Healthy guy, young kid, young guy,
Vibrant.
very good guitar player. His name was J.O. He got stabbed. And the days before he got stabbed, I didn't know why I actually went and visited him. It's weird.
Wala lang, dalaw lang, no?
And I kind of said I was gonna borrow a tape or something. It was kind of strange. That wasn't the usual na ano namin eh. Na hindi yun yung usual na how we interact with each other. Usually see each other in the studio. Oh, pare, doon at the studio, stuff like that. So,
But this specific day, you went to his house.
yeah, I drove up there with Liz. Liz was my
Okay.
girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Yun. So we went there, and after 2-3 days, I get a call, and something happened.
That soon, huh?
Yeah. And then he got stabbed with an ice pick,
Oh.
and the fucking excuse me,
Yeah,
sorry
you're-
about that.
no.
The
You're okay.
the
Talk the way you want to talk. I don't mind.
Oh yeah, sorry. But the hospital wouldn't have him kasi anong nangyari, they put him in a cart. Sa kariton lang siya nilagay. Tapos
Oh
tinulak
my
nila.
God.
Kasi ano na eh.
Of course. Nag-aagaw buhay. Yeah.
Nagiinuman na sa kanto tapos may nagsaksakan ganun. May magnanakaw. He tried to intervene, hit each other. He didn't know the guy was stabbing him. He thought the guy was punching him and had a knife and they tried to. He was still alive, and they put him in a cart, and they pushed him all the way down to the hospital. And these guys were assholes, and they wouldn't have him kasi pera kailangan. They want money, so
Grabe, no?
sucks. So that's life, man.
Ano kaya hospital to, no? Hindi, dito rin mga coops din yung yung mga hospital. Like itong si JJ na hospital. May insurance siya. Paglabas siya sa hospital, gusto niya magpa-hospital ulit dahil lang hindi pala covered yung ER.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all pera-pera lang. Nakakabuisit nga eh.
Pero sa kanya kasi nangyari nun, talaga it's even worse kasi nasaksak na lahat.
Yeah.
Hardcore na yung situation.
Yeah.
Wala, ayaw talaga, man. So, ganun talaga yung buhay.
Wow.
What
Okay,
can we
so,
do?
my God, I'm sorry to hear that,
No,
J.O.
thank you. Yeah.
So that happened.
That
then
happened, and then I thankfully graduated high school.
But
right?
how did you feel when that happened?
Oh man, I think that and in hindsight.
That probably got you off on a different trajectory, di ba?
And I think it's something that you kind of carry with yourself,
Of course.
over time. And
Yeah.
I think nagsispilled in, and like I said, thanks to music, it helped a lot.
Right.
know,
Naging
kasi-
therapy ang music. Yeah, yeah,
always,
yeah.
bro. I mean, I don't know for you. You probably did.
It is.
I'm not making millions here, dude. Like, I was just throwing it out there, dude. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's be real. So, but thanks to music, we're able to weave something out of air and have something and share with people, and it
Yeah.
brings you together. And I feel that music should be that way,
Yes.
like a family.
Yes.
Not like
But we should be compensated, you and me.
Oh yeah,
when we make
of
music.
course. It's a music business for nothing.
I know. So tapos, this is
yeah.
very interesting. Oh my God.
a lot of stories, man. I mean,
Go. We have all day. So tapos,
yeah, and that's what happened. And so that time, I met another guy, a very interesting guy. He was he influenced me a lot too. He's a bit older than myself. His name was Benjamin or BJ.
okay.
Yeah, and so I went to a school in Makati. So
What school was this?
so Woods, St. Mary the Woods.
Ah.
Huh?
Okay. We'll save that for another day.
Yeah. So that's a different set of horror stories
I know.
right there. So it's a great school. I love it. My classmates were awesome. So, but
Okay.
BJ didn't go to school there. He went to another school. He was from Parañaque. So he would come over anyways, and I met him in a party through my brother.
Right.
So my elder brother Alex, God bless his soul. He passed on too. He was a known fashion designer back home, and he worked with a celebrity. So that's kind of the world he was in. He introduced me in one of these parties. He introduced me to a guy. This guy. He said, "I think you and this guy. He's a model, and you guys will get along. He's got long hair. He's into the kind of stuff you are into, probably." I'm like, whatever. So I walk in the party, right? So he's there. I look at him like, all right, hey man, what's up? He said like, hey, this is BJ. This is Doi, my brother. And I'm like, all right, hey man, what's going on? And he said like, hey, what's up? And he was like, just coy about it.
Right,
Like, all
right.
right.
Yeah.
So we didn't really talk to each other. Then after, when we did sit and had a couple of drinks in us, I was saying something like, he was saying like, also you like bands and stuff like that, because I said,
Right.
then I said, yeah. I said, what do you like? He said, I listen to different stuff, I said, what do you listen to? And he's like, oh, I'm into the cult and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, all right, hold on. We're not so fan. Let's reset this, right?
Yun yung mga people.
Diba?
Okay, go.
Diba? So yun, medyo, at first I was like, medyo mangas to. So yeah, whatever,
Model lang doon.
Yeah.
The cult. Oy,
Oh.
my type of guy.
So, okay, it's the cult. All right, so like what else? So we started talking. He said, yeah, I want to put up a band. I said, oh, well, I'll be looking for a singer or something. I was drumming at the time.
Okay.
So I told him like, hey, why don't you come over and jam with us and stuff. That was it. The next day he
So
started.
you guys were playing the cult stuff also.
When he came in, 'cause I didn't really like the cult because that time I really enjoyed more of the era of the cult where they were kind of a bit before they became like more of a
Right.
hard rock band,
Right.
per se. And I started enjoying it later because of him,
Okay.
right? So he came in and then we started hanging out, and then he wanted to play a lot of the cult, and we started playing the cult. Wildflower and all this kind of
Believe it or not, yan ang itinutugtog ng intro voice dati yun. Like Jonathan would actually sing, "You're out of control. My heart is breaking. Wildflower."
Sakit sa dibdib.
I know.
We sing a lot. To this day, we still play the cult because of him.
Oh,
So I
okay.
would kind of like, give it on to him when I play before I sing that song. Like She Sells Sanctuary.
Yeah,
and stuff like that,
yeah.
And Rain.
Yes.
And a lot of that kind of stuff, And what happened was, so we formed a band, and that's the second band I had, and that was Psycho Candle. So
Where sa kayo tumutugtog? When you had
Okay.
these bands, where would you gig?
We were in high school starting out. At first, the first band was just like garage bands.
Right.
Just kami lang, Makati, Bangkal, those areas, Pasay. Kung saan-saan na lang eh. Kung maka-jam ng mga tropa, di ba? Tapos,
Wait, where did you live ba sa Manila?
Mandaluyong originally. Tapos, QC, or then Mandaluyong, and then Makati.
Makati.
Then Makati, yeah.
Did you guys ever try playing Makati Sports Club, mga ganon?
No, not in Makati Sports Club. Different, where did we play? Hold on. St. Peter's,
Okay,
Pasay
yeah,
Road.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Saan pa ba?
So kaya
That's a
pala
long
na
time ago.
nag-cruise ang landas natin sa may Equinox, nasa may Pasong Tamo, Pasay Road area na tayo ng mga panahon na yun.
Later pa yun.
Later pa yun.
Later na yun, yeah. So ito, way
but,
before
But you
ito.
never left the area, ika nga.
Oh, ano lang ako sa area talaga.
Yes,
Oo,
yes.
oo. Yun,
Okay.
kumbaga, yung stomping grounds.
That's your hood.
That's our stomping ground, diba? So, then that's what happened. Tapos si BJ, so, he was our singer. And I was kind of a shy guy, actually. I was actually shy. I just wanted to be sa likod lang, I just wanted to play the drums and just hide. I was quite shy. And he's the guy responsible for bringing out,
Your personality.
yeah, because, I was shy. I was
So
a decent-
you were introvertish, he was extrovertish, parang ganon.
So he's like a big brother, you
Yeah.
know. I looked at him like a big brother of mine, and yeah, great friend. And we had a great time. And then he was very influential in the sense that very supportive.
Right.
Tapos
How old were you around this time?
around that time, I was 17,
So you and Lisa
17, 18.
go a long, long way.
Oh yeah, we go like way back,
Like-
over 20 years, something like that.
So in other words, teenagers, like hindi naman pre-teens, no, mga 15, 16?
I was 17 when I saw her, and she was 18.
Okay.
So yeah, we go a long way, like way back.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's seen you up and down
Oh, and flat.
and flat.
And crawling.
Okay. Now, what was her role when this was happening? Where was she in the sidelines? Was she heavily involved? Were you ignoring her? What was her role in this?
Oh, Liz, I'm very blessed because she's also into music.
Yeah.
And she likes the art, the music. So very blessed, very supportive. Oh my God. I don't know, so thankful, and very supportive, and her role, I would probably say she was like one of the first members of Dominion, actually.
Wow.
Well, even Dominion had no name. She was still like, helping me because she plays guitar. She's very talented. She sings. She's a beautiful voice, And yeah, we go way back, man. Yeah. And that's another story, actually. Nako, mahaba to, Paco.
Okay lang. So okay lang if it's a long story. We have all night. But then again, the reason why I want to include her is because again, major issue yan. It's either the girl breaks up the band or the band breaks up the relationship. But it seems to me you were able to balance both. Not everybody does that. And would you take credit or would you give credit to Lisa?
I'd give full credit to her because it's not easy being with me, And I, at that time, I was actually telling Mike, we were young and stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my God, But I'm very lucky, and that she tolerated me for the longest time. Thank you for the kindness. But yes, full everything, every day to this day, actually.
Right.
To be honest with you, it's not easy.
Now, has she ever? So Dominion, are you guys bandmates?
With Liz?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, not at all.
So now, does she ever talk to you about the music? Because my wife and I, we've had it was nice. My wife only said, "How long are you gonna do what you're doing?" It was an honest question. 16 years apart kami ng wife ko. She's 16 years older than me. No, just kidding.
Salbahe to.
Hi, Janelle. I love you, baby.
Nako.
Baka mag-unsubscribe yung asawa ko.
Wala
Oh
na
my
ako dyan.
God.
Labas ako dyan, ha?
No, but no, hindi. But she asked that question, and
of
it was
course.
an honest question. Parang,
Yeah.
And so instead of giving her an answer, I asked her, "Why do you ask?" And her reply was simply, "So I can plan accordingly."
Oh, so sweet.
Kasi, are we doing this until you die, or are we doing this until a certain age?
Right.
What's your plan? And so sabi ko, well, siguro, I will do it until I die. And she said, okay, I love you. Yun lang sinabi niya. Then she started packing. No, just kidding.
Maybe ngayon pa lang. Kidding.
So I wanted to find out, like with you and Lisa, lalo na whenever you say walang pera sa music, that's probably a heavier story. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
because parang, what are you going to do? I mean, there are girls who are like that, by the way. And there are parents of the girl who will say, sigurado nga yan, baka kasalan mo.
Yeah, and understandable.
Ano ipapakain sa'yo niyan?
Right. Understandably,
Right.
diba? Yeah.
So what was the conversation like?
Oh yeah, Bill, nothing. Actually,
Wow.
there's no kind of conversation
Wow.
like that. I mean, you're like this, okay, and you're like that, okay, and that's that, and rock and roll. That's it.
Nice.
That's it. And I'm to say, I'm so lucky, I mean, and it sounds normal when you're inside, when you're seeing from this way, right? And
Yeah, akala mo
guys
lahat
are
ganun
weird,
again.
So they think it's kind of
Yes.
maybe some people see us as kind of strange.
Of
So-
course, like what you said, you wouldn't know otherwise.
Yeah, parang ganun. Yes, it's the same kind of the same thing. Parang okay. I mean, I don't know what else should we be. I mean,
Yes.
what else should
Yes,
we do,
yes,
right?
yes.
It's weird. Yeah.
And the kids, how old your eldest?
Oh yeah, I have a 22, and he's 22 years old. And,
Is he into music?
Yeah, he is into the arts, and he speaks fluent Japanese, and he
Wow.
reads it and writes it. And wow, I'm very blessed. And he plays guitar like a badass dude. He plays like Johnny Marr.
Oh my God.
He's a badass guitarist.
Very
for real.
melodic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. But he's not really into the band thing, unfortunately. So
He just likes playing guitars.
yeah, that's it.
And speaking Japanese.
Yeah, and he does all the music thing, the video thing. I don't know. These kids are really smart nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
It's very intelligent.
May girlfriend na.
Oh no, wala naman. Friends lang. Ganun.
Not that you know of, or...
I know. I could be wrong. Diba?
I know.
So yeah.
Ganun din yung panganay ko eh. Parang sabi ko, what's Elise doing in this house? Oh, we're just watching a movie. Like, halika nga rito dahil nasa isang kumot lang silang dalawa, nonod lang daw sila ng...
Okay.
Like, I wasn't born yesterday,
Malamig eh.
I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night, So, your second kid, another boy,
Another boy. Yeah.
how old is he?
Yeah. He's turning 17.
And make some music?
He plays guitar the same way.
So, you rubbed off on all your kids.
Yeah.
The third one too?
And the third one too. Yeah.
Plays guitars also.
He's starting to play, hitting all the guitars at home.
Okay, so technically lahat mana kay Lisa kasi drummer ka eh.
Exactly. She taught me to play guitar, by the way.
Lahat kayo mana kay Lisa.
Yeah, yes. And I'm not really a great guitarist.
Okay, so
to save my life.
So sa Porras household, it's very musical.
Yes, yeah, it is.
So what's a typical conversation like pagdating sa bahay niyo?
Wala lang. Hey, how you doing? The guitars. Watch out for the guitars. I mean, what else? Yeah, what do you want to eat? What do you want to watch?
So nice,
this and that. It's very we're like hippies, I guess. Siguro yun yung best way to explain it. Hey, we're kind of like hippies, I guess.
Right.
That's how one of my friends put it. You guys are like a hippie. And I'm like, okay. And you have a rabbit that jumps all over the place.
But how can you say hippie-like when you guys are very close-knit? Kasi ang hippie-like is wala akong pakialam sa'yo, wala akong pakialam sa akin, magpapakialamahan lang tayo pag may kailangan tayo sa isa't isa. But you guys don't, you guys are nuclear basically dahil talagang isang ano kayo eh.
Oh yeah, very close.
Yeah.
But I think in that sense, we're a bit. I think as parents, maybe I think I'm pointing to that direction where it's not very strict. We're like probably just me. And maybe I'm just irresponsible. That's all.
You think?
And childish.
But do your kids eat 3 times a day?
Oh yeah. They eat a lot. They're big guys.
Do they have clothes and a roof?
Yeah.
You're doing your job. Good job.
Me and the mom. So
But
hopefully.
di ba I'm very impressed. I'm amused and impressed at the same time because a lot of people think they have it all together, like they drive these fancy cars and pero they're deep inside when they go home to an empty house, a dark, quiet house. So ironic, when we talk goth and lifestyle, di ba, you're goosebumps, oh?
Okay.
Only because the start of your conversation was alone. Shadows, the gloominess of course, Bacolod maulan eh. The gloominess of that, what you went through and all that. And then compare that to what you have now. You're a family that you've had. This is not a blended family, right? This is your family, correct? You are blessed.
Oh yeah, every day, bro. Every day is a blessing. That's why it's called a present, and and that's why it's a gift.
Amen.
Yeah, right.
Diba?
I mean, yeah, for sure, brother.
So
I mean, there's always a struggle, but
day job.
That's
Do you,
life. That's life.
do you have a day job?
We have. Let's just say, we have a tiny business, that's involved in web and media.
Nice.
And,
Let's talk about
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I work for some. How would I say? companies or groups, and I couldn't really go further.
Okay.
So let's just say.
So in other words, you do their back office.
cybersecurity and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm kind of like a web nerd, if
Yes.
you may, and a lot of like the coding and stuff. Yeah.
So this is work from home kind of thing.
Yes, and sometimes I go to the office, and when they need, and they need the guy, and just call me like 12 midnight. It's like, hey, I need this help. Like, okay.
Now medyo natatakot kasi pareho kayo ng personality ni JJ, and that's what JJ does. This guy codes, you code. This guy has a few friends. You said that you were kind of before.
Looks like JJ. Looks like
No, but JJ.
we're gonna put up a band.
But JJ listens to Jessica Simpson, Britney Spears, and
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. Jay.
Hey man, music is music. Good
Music
or
is
bad.
music, yeah.
I listen to all that, man. It's cool.
You have a drum kit in the house.
I don't play anymore.
You stopped.
Stop.
That's what I want to know. Why?
Because it's very fucking heavy to carry in the gigs. And, I'm getting old, dude. Like, sakit na ng mga joints ko. I'll be honest, bro. I'm like, fuck, dude, my lower back pain.
Akala ko mas matanda ako sa'yo.
Oo nga eh. Oo nga eh. No? Payag eh. Ang bilis eh.
So why did you
Mga matatanggal. Mga hindi matatapos ng mga maaga-aga to, pare.
why did you hang it up?
I stopped doing music for a while, no. But it's most especially for that reason. Then, it's Paco, you know this, dude. It's not easy to bring
No,
when you're playing
it's not.
shows.
Yeah.
Especially
Ikaw lahat.
Yeah.
Ikaw lahat.
I don't have that patience. And,
What killed it? Because up to now I'm still doing it. So what killed it for you?
for me, what happened was when I was back home, we were doing shows and stuff, and then when I came over here, you're moving to the States in a different place, and you can't have what you used to have.
Yes.
At the moment, probably, and excuse me. And then I did, I didn't do music for a while, and then I got depressed. And, my wife, again, Liz, my saving grace, and she goes like, well, you should do music and stuff. It also didn't help when I left, because I said like, hey, I'm just going to leave, boom. And when I left, we were touring actually for, I think San Miguel or something.
Yeah.
Back home, or Jack Daniels was it. And when I left, like the band continued. So I said, hey, just do your thing, I don't want to be, although I founded the band with some of the guys.
Of course.
But I said, I don't want to be a hindrance to what you guys, where you guys are going. So just keep going. And then we got an offer from Viker. I think Viker Records, was it?
After you left or before?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So they actually sent me the contract. I think I still have it at home somewhere. And that doesn't help at all. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's like what? Pouring vinegar into an open.
How depressing. And so, and then I said, I'm so tired of music. I want to focus first on family, and because my boys are growing up, and they needed that. You know how it is over here.
Yeah.
You're playing so many roles at the same time.
Yes.
And it's getting crazy. So I would go, get my ducks in one row.
Was this hard? It was, no?
It's never easy. But it's never easy when you stop.
Right.
And you're a musician, that's in your blood. Because when you stop music, and at least I speak for myself, it kind of depressed me even worse. It doesn't help when you stop music.
Like what we talked about earlier, music was your therapy, di ba?
Oh, yeah, always, man. Even to this day, for sure.
Why'd you leave? Why'd you leave the Philippines?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful question.
Bacolod to Manila, Manila to LA. Why?
Oh, okay. So,
Sino na naman trinobal mo sa Manila?
Hindi naman, sobra. But yeah, what happened was before me and my wife, got together, she was already, like, they had the petition things going. Her brothers, her family was already in the States and stuff.
Wow.
So we always thought that it wouldn't happen, I mean, you were together in love and all that kind of stuff. And we were having a good time back home. Enjoy naman, I was in the nightlife, and actually that's where you and I met.
Yes.
One of the clubs I used to help run that club. And then
Equinox.
and you were playing, and and you
I left my cymbals.
and you left your cymbals. Oh my!
You should have
God.
taken it.
No, I saw.
Magkikita pala tayo.
No, weird. How weird is that? No?
Yeah.
Tapos, I was drumming then too, and I saw cymbals. Then
It's like 20 years later.
yeah, your collection was awesome, man. I saw some. Ano to? Cymbals to? Wow, my God, gold. And I saw. Kanina yung cymbal. I think I saw you playing. The guys.
If you saw my cymbals, if you saw that set, that set is behind that wall. Behind the wall, behind us. The cymbals that you saw 20 years ago.
Still here?
there, yeah.
Oh my God, we meet again. Oh Lord, wow, wow. And yeah, I'm glad. You were in a hurry. You were running in a cab or something.
Yes, I think we were going to go to another show.
Yes, yes. You
Yeah.
guys were playing many shows. Right?
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
Oh my God. And you're like, oh, thank you so much. I forgot my stuff. I said, hey, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That's a long time ago.
So Lisa had a petition.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, they
When
already had
when you met Lisa, did she disclose that she had a petition?
Oh yeah, yeah, we already know. But we were young and didn't really take anything too seriously. And my side of the family was already here in the States, for some time.
Okay.
So her family and my family were already here in the States for some time. And but I didn't really want to come over because parang masarap din buhay sa atin.
Of course.
At that moment, I was enjoying myself.
Now you had kids in the Philippines, or you had kids here in the States?
Our eldest was born in the Philippines, but he moved here when he was like 4.
Okay.
4. So, and and when they moved, and then I followed suit, and that's it.
The reason why I asked this, Rafi Mendoza of Rock Stallion.
Yeah. Oh damn, that guy sings like, he's got great pipes, dude.
Great pipes.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
and he had
I
a
saw
similar
the
story,
video.
He had a similar story. If you haven't seen the podcast, I'll put a link in the description. But
Right.
it was nice when he mentioned he knew he was in a band.
Right.
He took up conservatory, but he knew that at 21, before the age of 21, he had to leave for the States.
Oh, okay.
That's why, ang sakit ng story yun. Yung story mo, actually, nasasaktan ako ngayon sa
Oh. Why?
masakit. Because,
What naman?
like, sa akin, hypothetical eh. Like, if someone took away music, which, by the way, happened to me, I was made to choose between the band and something else, and I chose the something else. And that was an okay decision at the time. But you know what? The reality is I wasn't supposed to be given that choice to begin with. The person had to accept me for who I am. Your saving grace is your wife accepts you for who you are.
Oh. Lord.
So,
Yeah.
no one told you to hang up the drums. It was your choice.
Yeah. It was my choice, and yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, look at it this way, Paco. You come over here and you're all alone. I mean, you can't have a band by yourself.
No.
I mean, you can now with all the technology, right? But back then, try playing the guitar and the drums at the same time.
That's true, no?
And sing.
Oh
well,
my
actually,
God.
there's a guy in the street I saw. He actually did that. That guy's
One man band, huh?
ultra talented.
Now,
I'm not blessed with that.
Would you do that in the future? Would you?
Have a one-man band.
No, pwede rin. I just showed you technology in my other studio. But would you get behind the drum kit again?
Probably not anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, probably not.
Tanggap mo na?
About like not playing the drums.
Yeah.
I mean, I still play, but you mean like you play like professionally, like getting paid?
Yeah. Like commit to a gig and all that stuff. Tanggap mo na hindi mo na gagawin.
Yep. Pure honesty, no. I don't miss it. I mean, I don't care.
Wow.
I mean, if it's there, then fine. If they,
Okay.
I mean,
Can I get into that mentality? Because I tried that. I tried doing that, and it drove me crazy. It really did.
oh, yeah.
I tried to the point na sabi ko, between a day job and the music,
Right.
the day job will have to go.
Oh.
Oh. Umabot ako sa ganon.
Okay.
Like I even told my employer, I go, don't make me choose between you and the music.
Right. Ooh.
Because I will fire you.
Nice.
And he said, what? Boss, if you're watching, I'm joking. No, but
This is a show. It's not real. It's scripted.
this is sensationalism at its best.
We're reading off a script.
No, but
don't take anything seriously here.
but he got the message.
Right.
I have the sweetest boss because we can go, Jonathan and I can, pareho kami ng work eh. We could go to the Philippines.
Beautiful. Wow.
We could go to Canada or wherever and not get in trouble for that.
Wow. Nice.
Diba? So parang ang iniisip ko, and you're telling me it doesn't bother you. So what is your therapy now? If it's not physically playing, is it just listening to music na lang?
Yeah. Listening to music, meeting people who like music too, musicians like you guys. It's awesome. Therapy. It's like
Okay.
energy
Then
watching
we should do this
bands and-
often. We'll have Doi often. Kung ganun din lang, Doi.
Kasi masarap naman, di ba?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's what it's about, listening, watching bands and learning and having, just being as a part of the journey. Dude, come on. I mean, like, time is running out for everyone. No one's getting out alive, dude.
Right,
So,
right,
you
right.
gotta fucking chill out.
This is so
right?
humbling. This is so
No, I mean,
humbling to hear this from you.
No, for real. I mean, what else, how else can you put it? We're so blessed to have music, bro. I mean, seriously, a lot of people, in my opinion, a lot of people, they don't have the gift of music.
Right.
So, and some don't even like music. you know?
Right.
So sometimes there's a lot of stress in this life. It's a lot of struggle. Every day's a struggle, man. Every day's a struggle. At least for me. So.
Okay. You're telling me you're okay now with this, not playing drums, but did you have a struggle in terms of, you know what? That's it. I don't want to play the drums. Or, you know what? Should I play the drums? I don't want to play the drums, but I want to play the drums, but I don't want to play the drums.
Yeah.
Did you have that?
Yes. I did.
Did you try buying a drum kit in the States?
No.
Should I take you to Guitar Center? Should we try that? Should we buy you a drum kit? Maybe.
No.
Just so that malaman mo. Tapos bigla, Paco, tama ka. I'm not over it.
Right. I was denying this all this time. No, but I totally understand what you mean. Yeah. And
Tinuturo nila dito, umupo ka na raw.
oh ba? Marunong pa ako. Pero but and going back to Guitar Center. That's what I did. I went to Guitar Center and just fucking played my heart out there and just get out,
Diba? Just to get it off your chest.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah, man. Damn. Why not? It's free.
When was the last
Fuck it.
time? When was the last time you jammed with people?
Oh, you mean jammed to people like what? As a drummer?
Yeah.
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, kita nyo, a long time ago, guys.
Sometimes my drummer is nice, he makes me, sit down, although he drums way better than me.
Right.
So, like, I said, hey, I tried to show him a beat and shit, and I couldn't pull it off anymore, Like, this is how it should sound like.
So when you-
God, no.
So,
Bad.
what instruments you play? Guitars and
I play a bit of guitars.
Drums?
And, drums.
You sing now?
Yeah, sing.
what would you consider yourself? Kanina you said, by accident.
Sing by accident, yeah.
Kanina you said you consider yourself a drummer, but what would you consider yourself now?
Oh, now? Well, nothing really. A musician, probably.
Wow.
Person does music, I guess. And tries to get feelings and get thoughts and experiences and try to make sense of the world and life and make it into getting it from an invisible source and make it into a song.
Ganda. That's very poetic.
Yeah, and right. Well, yeah, something like that.
You should.
I'm not sure if you're serious or something. I'm getting carried away here, man.
No. I'm really I am seriously in awe.
All right, yeah.
Medyo meta to when you're watching our conversation. Makikita mo talaga, nga, he was right. Right, Doi? Doi, who's watching this right now? I am very, very amused and amazed.
Oh, God, no.
Okay, see, we just talked to you who's watching us right now.
Oh, this is amazing what you guys have here, man.
Okay, so what's thank you, by the way. What's in store for you in the future?
Oh, well, hopefully better things,
When you say better things, will this be more the more Doi Porras the business person or Doi Porras the musician?
I think a mix of both.
Nice.
Yeah, you need to. At least for me, I mean, when you have a family, all these kind of things, you have responsibilities and stuff. A couple of stuff na, you just can't.
Let
Hey,
go.
rock and roll lang, diba?
Exactly.
Shit like that. You gotta balance, like you said.
Yeah. So you and Lisa have this business.
Yes, yeah.
Are you guys planning to do any apps for the music industry or something like that?
We are looking at getting into software development and stuff like
That
that.
would be
but,
nice.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
It's a tiny thing, and hopefully it gets somewhere. But you're trying to get one step at a time because you can only know so much.
True.
I'll speak for myself at least. I mean, I don't know everything, so just learning. Always a student, I guess.
Yes.
Does it make sense? Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Just a student trying to learn from people more.
So you're still curious at this point? May curiosity ka pa rin hanggang ngayon.
You need to have that. Man.
Yeah. Kasi
Yeah,
may
always,
mga ibang tao who've actually feel that the opposite is the people who know it all, di ba? There are people, maraming taong gano'n na they know it all. Alam ko na yan, and all that. Di mo na makausap because they know it all. And, like,
Good for them.
please.
Congrats. I mean,
I would love
it's
to
not
sit.
easy, but
Actually, I would love to sit one of them here and just go, Okay. And then, and then, keep talking. And then, di ba? But it's nice to be curious talaga eh.
You need to be.
Yeah.
As a musician especially.
Now, when you say hindi ka strict sa mga kids, you don't, what's your low? One of my kids just got an F. Pero I'm not strict eh. So I guess pareho tayo. But how low can you go in terms of tolerance?
Well, I talk to them, and thankfully they're gentlemen. They're very respectful. Me and Liz, although we're a bit, how would they say, quite loose, with the kids and stuff. We talk to them. I spend time with my kids. I always block time to sit down, watch whatever they want to watch. I get into their stuff, learn stuff. Like a student, just learning and having fun because they grow up too fast, man. And I'm already preaching to the choir, brother. So you already know what I'm saying. So
my God, yeah.
And we talk to each other, and I tell them, well, if you do this, you get fucked, and then you do that, then you don't get fucked. So it's like just two things, and I just tell them straight up, look, I know the streets quite well. So if you hang out and do these kind of things, and even if you know sick, I could tell, and have it your way, and that can get that can get into real deep problems.
That's true.
And if you do this and use your time productively, which you don't have a lot of, then you can get into bigger, better things. That's good for you.
That's a good point. When you say time, which you do not have a lot of.
Oh, all of us don't have that, man.
And yet, a lot of people waste their time on nothing. It's something you can never get back. By the way,
it's the most valuable asset, dude.
Diba? Yeah. So they all live with you, the kids.
Yeah. They live with us.
You're not kicking them out, or?
Oh no, not at all. I don't want to kick. I love my kids. I love my. I like. People.
Talk to me about that, because I have a son. He's 23. Right. But at the age of 18 and 6 months, I actually took out his allowance.
Oh, okay.
Now he lives in the Inland Empire.
All right.
By himself, and he has a bed dito sa bahay na to. But then again, every time he comes home, he has rules. I mean, rules that I implement, diba? So it's either you live on your own or you live by my rules.
Of course. He should respect that. Yeah,
right. Definitely. Pero I don't know. Like my brother tells me, you shouldn't have done that. Your son should have stayed with you until he's old enough to actually
stand on his own and move forward.
And I go, dude, I told my brother, we lost our parents when we were 20 and 19. He was 19, I was 20.
Damn. Sorry to hear that, man.
Thank you. But and we survived. So this guy is just moving out of the house but not losing his parents. But I think my brother has the same mentality as you have, wherein the kids are going to stay with me until the day they die.
Right. I think it's a culture thing too, I think maybe back home, not that you don't have any, I'm just saying.
I know. And then, buti sila mo back home mag-comment.
I'm very fond of, it's a lot of fun. I like kids, so
I love my kids.
Yeah. Not that you don't, but I'm just saying, it's the way the method that you have if you're asking my 2 cents.
Yes, I am.
Right? I think it's also good to have independence and strength. That builds his confidence.
Right.
Which I saw your son. It goes without saying, dude. So he's solid. So
thank you.
No, it's the truth. It shows. It's the results there. So it is. I think that method it works. It's good. It's good for also for him, for his future.
Yeah, but I bleed, and there have been times, like yesterday we were having a conversation. He was like, "Oh my God, Dad." It's like, "Oh, what's why are you sighing? What's up?" So I go to Jiffy Lube to have the car maintained, and his mom left for the Philippines there. So his mom and his grandmother gave him the Mercedes-Benz, the E-Class. Nice. So before that, he was driving a Camry. Ngayon, E-Class na.
Wow.
So ina-expect niya, ang service was only going to cost $50. Eh? Nilagyan ng hangin and all that stuff. Tapos biglang sabi sa kanya, hey bro, $180. Does this look about right? Sabi ni Heaven, nope. Even if you take away $100, it doesn't look right. And he was talking to me about this, right? And I didn't know how to react because my knee-jerk reaction was, "Oh, bring it back. I'll pay for the the maintenance."
Right.
I'm thinking, as a father, am I supposed to say that to a 23-year-old boy? Or am I supposed to just go, "Ha ha ha ha, yeah, that's a funny story." See, that's where my conflict is, diba? Because if I start saying, "Sige na, take it there and I'll take care of it," then you know what's gonna happen with kids, right? Kids are gonna say, "Oh, dad's gonna take care of it." Now I'm taking care of it all the time.
Right.
So
Presumably.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I guess nandun lang ako sa partner because I have 5 kids.
Right. Beautiful. Wow, blessed. You're blessed, my man.
I am very blessed. But then again, I also have a beautiful wife who I want to enjoy after the 5 kids are gone. You know, point out ko eh. So, I guess you guys can chime in the comments and feedback. But I really need that kind of perspective because is that bad? Is that
No.
okay?
No, it's just, to each his own poison, I guess, and not at all, man. Because, you can see I think the outcome and the result of the child. Just in my point of view. You can see, if he's not getting himself into trouble, not getting, arrested, God forbid, and anything else, I think we've done a great job. It's like climbing up a mountain, seeing the same, sun or moon, just a different way. You took an airplane. He took his feet. I don't know.
True.
He took a boat or something. So,
Yun nga lang, Doi.
Yeah.
Pag nanghingi naman siya ng, let's say, "Dad, I need software for my music." Oh,
right.
Sure. When do you need it?
Right.
Yun naman, I'm very generous. Whether it's a $500 software or $700, if it's for his music, I'm there.
Beautiful.
To the point that Christmas, he was like, "Dad, I need a pair of reference speakers." And then after a week later, he goes, I need a new external hard drive. So I go, "Anak, choose." Okay, I'll go for the hard drive. Beautiful. I don't have problems doing that. Even if it's like $200 or $300. Meron lang akong problema pag pera na ang hinihingi. Because my thing is, if I give you the tools, then you can make something out of that. Then you can make money out of the tools. Diba? Mas, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Because, at least in my opinion, a lot of parents don't support even their children getting into the music business or the music industry or any kind of industry at that, right? And you already know this too. A lot of parents don't support, like buying software and all this kind of stuff. Drum set. My dad actually bought me a drum. I love my dad. He went to the next life and bless his soul. He's the best, but he was a bit of like a military man. Ooh. And when I would see him, even when I was already had a kid, and I never smoke in front of him. I don't drink in front of him. I tie my hair. I look like, I don't even. I watch how I place my tone.
Even up to the day he
even
died.
when I was an adult. Yeah. Always.
Wow.
It was, always, where you stood.
Yeah.
But he was very loving. He was awesome. But I always wanted a drum set. And then I was getting into trouble with some friends of mine. And then he just bought a drum set
with
my mom.
You're the what? The third kid?
I'm the youngest.
Youngest. Okay, go.
So my mother, bless her. Her birthday's coming up.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, mom, turning 80.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome. So she got the drum set. It's almost like they got the drums so that I would calm down.
How did you ask for the drum set?
I want the drum set.
Seriously?
I saw a drum set. Seriously? I'll be good. Yeah.
Are you able to talk to your dad that way? No.
Not my dad. That was my mom.
Right.
My
but
mom's
to your
awesome.
dad, you.
Oh no. I didn't like
How would you ask the drum set from your dad?
Oh man, I pretty much like you just like it's hard. It's hard. you got it. That's hard, man. It's hard. But he probably would. He would find a way. But it's kind of hard to like say, hey, at that moment in time, like, you a drum set, or something like that. It's weird. I couldn't even answer for today, man. Fuck.
Okay. So what would you advise parents who are kind of uptight with their kids?
Oh, no, I wouldn't advise them anything, bro.
Really?
No, I don't need to because
Okay.
that's their thing.
But why? Why don't you feel for those kids? Like, let's say may mga anak sila who have passion pero nasasakal yung passion nila dahil they're 15, 16 because they have uptight parents.
But there's nothing we can do.
Wow.
Because it's like we're expecting something like we're asking a hen to give birth to a lamb.
So you think people don't change?
Not that they don't change. Of course they do, but it's just.
Mali mo, wala lang silang makitang ano. Like ako, ang advice ko sa kanila would
but
be.
But they didn't really want my advice.
I'd love to hear your advice. I just asked for your advice a while ago. So.
Right. But you're not uptight. You're pretty cool.
Right.
Dude, so,
feeling ko uptight ako eh.
No. So, but I mean, if it comes to that, again, it's hard. It's hard, Paco, to try to not impose, like even share my ideas of how because what works maybe for me will not work for others.
Them.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess so. Huh? Makes us different, and it's a good thing.
Right.
A difference. Because how would you feel if we're all the same? I would suck,
True.
dude. I mean, like, think about it, right? I mean, come on, man. Right?
It's true. At saka, halimbawa, pag hindi sila uptight sa anak nila, pala yung anak nila ang magiging next best thing.
Yeah. We don't know.
Mawawala ng chance yung anak ko.
Right.
Ay, malas sila. Uptight yung anak. So, anak ko ang magiging next best thing ngayon, di ba?
Tama. Hindi natin alam yung landas, di ba?
Yeah.
Ika nga, di ba?
But that sucks. Yeah, but it really does suck,
It's hard sometimes.
But you know what? Ako, ang nakikita ko is whether these parents are uptight or not, if the child really wants to pursue something, gagawa ng paraan yan eh. Right?
That's true.
That's what I think about this whole thing.
Right, and not only in that aspect. I mean, like even in in
Yes.
general, I guess if somebody really wants something, he'll unless a gun's pointing right in his face, right?
Yeah.
So then he'll have to do something else.
So
Yeah.
with regard to the music that you listen to,
Right.
how has that helped you today?
I listen to a lot of kind of music. We believe it. I mean, like everything, like jazz and stuff.
Really?
I don't really listen to I listen just goth. And no, I don't do that kind of stuff.
So do you still listen to Matador and all that stuff? No?
Sometimes, when it comes around.
How does it feel?
Good. Polar Lick.
When it,
my Expo Deutschland, stuff like that.
When it comes around and when you search for it, dalawang bagay yun, ha?
Sometimes you feel like, you want to hear some old songs, or maybe like some songs and get some inspiration maybe,
There
diba?
you go, there
so
you
somebody, pull up like your childhood music.
I kid you that's what I do because
Right,
I have this playlist and it doesn't come around. I'm going, you know what? Let me just just type it right now and look for it. Yeah.
But you see, the thing with me, it's like I like different kinds of music.
Okay.
I don't really listen to like at home. People think like I put a candle on and listen to like really dark stuff. Not really. I mean like I actually like jazz.
Wow.
Yeah, I do like jazz. I listen to some jazz. I'm not like a real expert
Right.
on it or anything, but I love listening to jazz. So weird and like soft music and just like relax me. I like going to the beach, dude, and stuff like that. I mean. Yeah, it's probably not what they expect, right? I mean, but
that's why I'm smiling. Again, Doi, if you're watching, I'm smiling.
Yeah. I don't really like, hey, we gotta keep this,
Right.
dark.
Exactly. So what's a typical date night sa inyo mag-asawa? What do you guys do?
Every night we smoke pot, It's like smoke pot, hang out, listen to music,
Would you do you allow your kids to smoke pot?
Oh, when they're of age, they could decide whatever they want to do.
18 is off age. You have a kid who's actually past 18.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he knows better. I
Now,
guess.
you never got to jam with your dad. Would you allow your kid to jam with you?
You mean in music?
No, in pot.
In pot? No, you mean like I don't really care. Yeah, if he wants to, you mean like if he at his age right now he's an adult and he does.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care. I actually smoke in front of him. I don't care. Like boom. Yeah, how you doing? You want something? Okay, good. No, it's better. He stopped drinking. I mean, he doesn't drink like hard or anything like that, which could have which could kill a person even worse.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, at his age, he can do what he does as long as in my view, it's not something that hey, dude, that's gonna end you in a box,
Right.
So
So at least you're the type of dad. You'll give the outcome. Bahala ka, like what you said about the sunset. Yeah, that's the sunset. pare-pareho natin nakikita yan.
Right. Yeah.
You go on your own way as long as it'll get you there.
Yeah, I give you my word. You know, here's what's going to happen. You do that kind of stuff. This is what's going to happen. Like, say, if you take hard drugs or anything like that, and then I'm going to say, well, you know, dude, that goes against my principle. Under this roof, and that's where I kind of draw the line. You know what I'm trying to say? He shot somebody or something like that. And of course, I'm like, okay, dude, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying, right? I mean, stuff like that. You know. Yeah. So, but aside from that, they're very good kids. They're gentlemen. You know, they were brought up in a way that we still try to impose some values at home and some kind of a sense of culture and. Tell them why we have to take off our shoes at home and some of the Filipino stuff.
Yeah.
Kasi alien sa kanila eh. So, you know, lumaki sila dito pinanganak eh.
Yes.
So, we still remind, me and his mom, we speak Tagalog. Sa bahay. And
do they speak it? Do they speak Tagalog and Ilonggo?
Yeah, they speak Tagalog mostly. Kasi Ilonggo, it's been a while. They haven't actually been
to Iloilo. Ay, to Bacolod.
Iloilo. Yeah, no. No, not actually, not. And hopefully that will change, you know. But me and his mom we speak, you know, Filipino.
Wait,
Filipino.
you met Lisa in Manila, di ba? Not in Bacolod.
No, but she speaks fluent Ilonggo, by the way.
She's also Ilonggo?
No, she's not. She speaks fluent Ilonggo.
From you?
Yeah, from listening to me and to us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's very smart. And she could actually speak also different like languages, you know.
You know what, sorry, Doya. I think you're the third Ilonggo that has sat on that chair.
Oh, really? Oh.
Sino ba mga Ilonggo? Si Wolf Hemora.
Oh, Wolf is Ilonggo? I didn't know that.
And then Rafi Mendoza.
Oh.
Ilonggo.
Yuman.
And batiin mo na, ikaw na yung pangatlo, batiin mo na yung mga Ilonggo na nanonood kasi dumadami na silang lahat.
Kumusta ka mo tanan? Sa mga Ilonggo, plangga ko ka mo tanan?
Yan.
Malantaw ka mo kay Paco?
Salamat.
Support Paco, ha?
And then, sino ba? Si Danny, the guy who sang Buwan that you saw on the video.
Tama. Yeah, he's good.
Danny Buencansel, also Ilonggo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh my God, I'm surrounded by a lot of Ilonggo. Boss dati ni JJ, si Belina Calderon is Ilonggo.
Oh, wow.
Anong maiden name ni Belina? Basta kumuha ka lang na sweldo, no? Basta sinasweldo ka, wala ka ng pake.
He's setting you up, bro.
basta Belina, if you're watching, now you know, walang pakialam si JJ sa apelido mo as long as binabayaran siya.
Oh my God. But but I haven't been back for a while kasi, like I said, you know, I left siguro 15, something like that, dude. So it's been a while. But you know, I still speak. I can definitely converse. Minsan mga kaibigan ko, they go down there. Siyempre, usap kami.
Right.
Practice ko pa rin, you know. Pagkausap ko mom ko, you know, halo na. So it's always gonna be there, you know. We're purebred.
Purebred Ilonggo, mom and dad, no?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So who's there? Nobody's there anymore.
Wala, Manila na kami lahat.
Okay, so
but I have relatives, you know, mga cousin ko, you know, and my relatives are awesome. They're still there.
If you go, where in Bacolod?
Bacolod City. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was when I was a grade school child, I grew up in Bacolod City. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when introverts would go to Bacolod, the first thing I would do is find chicken ass.
Oh yeah.
Chicken ass talaga, inasal
like
talaga.
Nice,
sobra. Toyo toyo and sile.
Panalo.
And
Manukan, yeah, they probably took you there.
Diba? Yeah, Manukan. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The best. And then I was
sarap ng boy doon, man.
Sobra. And then
enjoy talaga ako doon.
RJ Lacson was my classmate sa LaSalle Taft.
Yeah. Lacson, great family.
Lacson.
Definitely.
LaSalle Bacolod siya. Ako LaSalle Green Hills. Tapos kita kami sa LaSalle Taft.
So, marami naman kasi usually naman ganun yung mga hindi kinik-out.
Yung mga hindi kinik-out. Ako ang nakik-out nung college. Ikaw high school, ako college.
Ay nako.
Nalusot ako yung high school. Muntikan na ako nung high school pero nadali ako nung college. So
Ayos lang, you know.
So what's up? I just want to let you know, the reason why we're talking about this is your origin story. Because I do intend to invite you over again dahil ikaw na nga nagsabi marami pa tayong pag-uusapan. But it's nice to know context. I'd like my listeners and my audience to know who you are. Because
nobody.
You know what, Doi?
Just a human being.
That is so
don't expect too much.
That is so not true because like I'm just in awe of you as a person. Like this transparency and to think, guys, before we started rolling the tape, talagang daming parameters, hindi ako. Ang daming bawal pero hey, octagon.
Malakas sa akin eh.
Thank you, Doi. We'll have you back, huh?
Salamat.
And any anything you want to say to our audience?
Oh, thanks.
You're
Salamat.
good?
Thanks
Yeah.
so much for having me. Maraming salamat po. I hope for your support. And if you have any time and you need to kill the roaches at home, go to our website, www.dominiondomination.com.
There you go. We'll post that in the description para at least you guys can click on that.
Free songs.
Here, there you go. Doi Porras, ladies and
Salamat po.
gentlemen. Here we
Salamat.
go.